Welcome to this episode of Sridhar on Selling. What is the most dreaded two-letter word for a salesperson? Got it? No. No. This is the most dreaded word for a salesperson. They don't like hearing the word no from the customer. That's all right. They also don't like saying no. That's where the problem is. How often do we see salespeople agreeing to something which they should not have agreed? So learn to say no. I touched upon this briefly in an earlier episode. But why does a salesman say yes when he wants to say no? Customers keep on pushing the boundary. They want freebies, they want faster delivery, free delivery, something or the other. You will have the guts to say no, this far and no further. Why? When you say no, you are adding value to yourself and to your product. When you agree to unwarranted discounts, you are cutting into your profits. You are devaluing the product. Does it make sense? You have been appointed to sell at a profit. Anybody can sell at discounted prices. You will have to ensure that you sell at that price. You sell at the optimum price. You sell at a price that's profitable to the organization. A regular ploy by a seasoned buyer is to say that your competitor is offering me this, that, and the other. How do you react? How do you tackle this? Sir, we value our product, we value our service, we value our customers. How the competitor handles his product, how he values his product, how he wants to shortchange you is up to him. We are not in that business. Very often salespeople think that when I say no, the customer gets offended. It's actually the other way around. When you say no logically and in a polite way, the customer understands you as a professional. He starts regarding you. What are the situations when you have to say no? When it is outside the scope of your business. You cannot offer something which is outside the scope of your business. You simply have to say no. And as I said earlier, if the discount is going to affect your profitability, your margin, you have to draw the line somewhere and say no. The third thing is very often people want untimely delivery schedules. Can you deliver it tomorrow? Can you deliver it the day after tomorrow? Something that's going to take 4 days, don't be guided by greed and say yes, because the phone will start ringing from tomorrow. Tell him, sir, this is going to take 4 days. Whether you like it or you don't like it, there's nothing that I can do about it. Production process, dispatch will take 4 days. Another very good way to handle this is, sir, I can make you happy by agreeing to it now, but subsequently, I'll have to face you. So I don't want to commit something which I'm going to underdeliver. I want to keep my promise. So, sir, please don't force me. This will win you customers for life. Earlier, I touched upon the lifetime value of a customer. Don't look at customers only from single transaction point of view. Customer keeps buying from you. And lifetime value of a customer is not just his life. He recommends. He talks to his friends. In most businesses, people buy from the same vendor for generations. So, as LIC says, Zindagi ke saath bhi, zindagi ke baad bhi, the lifetime value of a customer continues even after he stops being your customer. Sometimes the customer's demand forces you to compromise on quality. That's the time for you to say, sir, I cannot compromise on quality. Can you deliver 1,000 rupees a square feet? Sir, if you use not enough cement, it's possible. Which would mean what? Ultimately, you'll complain about quality. So, sir, it's worth paying $12.50 because we use A-grade cement. The customer understands. He is in the business of buying. He knows the economics. He is not somebody who doesn't understand his business. He is only trying to make a little more money out of you and also trying to test you whether you are professional. Please understand A professional always commands respect from the buyer, and you also feel good. I have felt so good in my life walking out of deals which I knew would make me a loss. You feel actually happy saying no because you don't want to make a loss. I'm sure you would have found this useful. Learn to say no, learn to say no politely, and learn to say no with pride. Thank you very much.